We are tired of burning. Tired of smelling like singed flesh and gunpowder. Tired of watching our young people fall victim, yet no one yells timber. I feel like I've seen coroners on every street corner in Stockton. Policemen hauling body bags like lumberjacks dragging trees to sawmills, logging bodies in the morgues whenever someone gets the axe. It's ironic how the murder rates rise synchronized with Stockton's summer heat. The pistils of blooming flowers blossom with life while the pistols of young men take it away, leaving their brothers in pools of blood, sticky like sap, red like fire. Why are we hiding behind triggers that don't guarantee our safety? It stumps me.
The basis of being a spoken word poet is using clever language to make a statement. It's storytelling. Combining poetry with journalism. It's very experimental. I was walking into something not knowing what it was going to look like. When I found out that this workshop would be taking place in Stockton, my first reaction was like, oh, Stockton. Isn't that like a really depressing place? What would happen if we combined youth voice with journalism? That's what we're going to find out. Man, the school doesn't even look like a school when you first see it. My game plan was to come up with workshops that would allow them to deconstruct themselves, which would prepare them to get statistics and facts and produce poems about Stockton. So let's get the workshop started. I'm just gonna ask a bunch of questions. If it applies to you, you will step forward and cross this line. Cross the other side of the room if you had breakfast this morning. Word. Cross the other side if you personally know someone who has been incarcerated.
Jail.
The students hadn't really been introduced to the idea of vulnerability. If you have hurt someone in any kind of way and regret it. Oh, y'all just hardcore, okay. Cold-hearted and young.
I'm from Oakland. I moved to Stockton 3 years ago in April.
Cross the other side of the room if your home is safe.
I live in the north side of Stockton, close to like Fox Creek, and if you ever been out here, Fox Creek is gangland. I'm like a hippie without the smoking. I just want everybody to get along. If you listen to his music, he's pretty political and like real spiritual. It relates to poetry, and I love poetry, so.
Statistics won't tell you that I'm trying to think of something that's not quite literal. Once they got comfortable with themselves, I had to get them comfortable with more experimentation with poetry. be handing the students a fact sheet and see how they react.
It will cost the city $1 million a year over 30 years to pay back the $10.9 million it rated for the arena complex.
Holy fuck, dude.
I never even knew that.
That's
I don't know.
That's
Lady Gaga cost that much. We need to kidnap her and turn her in.
To like see the numbers, see like actual straight up facts of like how bad
How much money.
like, how deep we've actually dug ourselves, that like it's like astonishing. It's ridiculous. Like live kittens. Really little kittens. And that's my cat Tamale. I reside in Northside, like it's not bad over here. Like people just assume just because this is Stockton, it's horrible. I'm not a big people person. I'm just a very nervous person, so to speak. The fear people have for the city, like, is ridiculous. I'm about people getting along and loving each other and being homies and everybody being chill together, you know? I love Stockton. It's home.
I would say the biggest struggle that Corey has had in his life, his mother, Angela, had cancer when he was about 9 years old. He ran the house, did the grocery shopping. He knew how to use the ATM card. She had melanoma. She only had 26% chance of surviving.
Because my mom was an ex-addict. She left for like a year. I was like 7. I lived with my grandma. She came back and she got clean and that was it. Then she got cancer. She's a good mom and like, I want to be like famous and rich, you know? Like, I don't want to have my mom to have to do anything. My little sister Isabella, she's deaf. I want her to be able to go to like the best fucking deaf school there is. Even if it's in like some weird country like Guam or something. She can go to Guam.
The Stockton poems, we doing that right now.
I think I missed like 3-4 of Josh's workshops. One time I got arrested because I was hanging out with these 2 guys. I was an accessory to what they did, but I didn't know that they did it, so. I'm Adrian Tyson Jr. I like poetry a lot.
15, 18, and 19-year-olds in one spot, and most of them are girls.
Go to the movies. This is the game room right here.
I got pregnant with Adrian when I was 15 and had him when I was 16, and I was just like, no, there will be no babies made on my watch, meaning him or any of his brothers will not impregnate any females while they are living in this house underage. No babies made on our watch, no.
Right? Oh my God, that girl get on my nerves. Where you meet her at?
The theory is fusing facts with feelings. The murder happened last Friday.
I want to start with a current event.
A 16-year-old kid who's at a party and is confronted by a 19-year-old kid. The 19-year-old kid pulls out a gun, put the gun in the kid's mouth, and pulled the trigger.
House parties as landmines.
They've never had a stable landscape for house parties. We used to. They don't have one.
Who's had to take cover at a house party?
Language means empowerment. And if you really want to blow a teacher's mind, you know that homie means colleague means cohort, and you know when to use them in context. All of a sudden, it doesn't matter what the hell you have on, you will, in perception, change from that potentially troublesome young man to that well-spoken individual. Just with the addition or subtraction of a particular word, and when they get that, that's cool. That's cool.
Stockton's reputation during the housing boom was, hey, this could be a nice place.
Stockton had all of this money. Up went the movie theater ballpark, 10,000 seat arena.
grandfather came here in 1880-something. I have long roots in this town.
You think downtown is condemned and doomed to stay like this?
It's gone.
Do you think it'll come back?
No, never.
Not ever, ever?
No.
Literally, this is the extent of the downtown. We're out of it now. Stockton is this crazy patchwork of communities where you've got the quote-unquote good communities, and then 2 blocks later you got the hood. So you never know what kind of boundaries you're navigating.
It'll be suburbs, good, ghetto, like it just all mixed up, farm, ghetto. I live in Spanos West. It's a really good part of Stockton, not ghetto at all. What's up? Welcome to my crib. Come on in.
You can't give up the cookies.
Gotta keep the cookie in the cookie jar.
Cookies in the cookie jar.
I don't care if guys tell me that they love me. I'm young. I don't get in love. I get in lust.
We lost our house, so we decided to try to do a short sale, move here for temporary, and then the kids are still going to the same school. You know, they still have all their friends.
Like, not that many people come out here, except people that want to hit licks come out here. Hitting licks are like robbing houses.
I'm a forklift driver. I used to own my own business, but when the economy hit, had to close it.
It's cheap to live here, but there's no jobs here. You know, not everybody could be doctors and lawyers, you know. I don't know what the average kid is gonna do.
This is my room. Welcome.
And with Alyssa, I think the poetry, she has a lot of passion. We encourage her on that. You know, that could lead to other things, you know, become an English teacher or something.
There's no right or wrong answer to your poem. You could talk about anything. It's like so much weight lifted off your shoulders. When I found out I was pregnant, I was sad because I thought my whole life came to an end because I didn't want a kid at the age of 17 or 16. And then I told the guy, he said that I was lying and he wouldn't be there for the baby and told me to get an abortion. When I lost the baby, it killed me.
Anyone who's ever impacted your life, for better or for worse, I want you to imagine you're having a conversation about where you both are in life.
My brother just died recently. He got shot several times. Say you're in a gang and you feel like the people you're surrounded by loves you. Sometimes it's not that way. My struggles is I push people away. You write something down and it's like it comes off your chest and onto paper. What's up, nigga? I gotta come out there. I miss the fam. Tell everybody I'm good. Niggas need to stop worrying about me. I'm a real nigga. Real niggas don't die. No matter how good you are, no matter who you are, you're not promised tomorrow. Just stay out the hood, because you never know when it's your turn to go. You reread it and reread it to where you cry.
I can't read my writing.
And crying is healing.
I'll see you soon, fat boy.
It's a part of the process. You just touched everybody in here, and you gave us all permission to do the same thing. Do I have permission to give you a hug? Okay. That's great. That's great. No, but seriously, go out for the team. And feel free to send me poems at any time.
Oh my faith. The All City Slam is dangerous.
The All City Slam competition starts this month on the 24th. Oh, just saying that makes my stomach drop.
I'm shaking right now. It's not because I'm cold.
The competition was coming up. I didn't want the students to get distracted with just winning. because I've also been on the other end of it. You didn't do as well as you wanted to. And it's a lonely walk home.
I've been trying to work on this Stockton piece and it's just like not coming to me.
What do you mean you can't write?
I put the pen to the paper and it makes little dots and doodles.
Don't try to like make every poem seem super, super deep. Like I have poems like about like Bella and how her vagina smells like mayonnaise from Twilight. Yeah, like, and that has no relevance to anything. It was just me having writer's block.
Who are you? Who are you in Stockton? What is Stockton? I like the idea of them telling stories that won't nobody else tell.
Oh, Stockton, you're pathetic. Like the sole of my shoes I just bought from the thrift store. You ain't got no soul. Look at facts, but try to put it in a poetic way. It's difficult.
I had no clue. I've never heard anybody talk about it, you know?
10 million in debt and under attack. Passed under a ladder and 2 black cats.
I love Stockton, don't get me wrong. This is my home. I don't know, I hate it at the same time. I write a line, and I sit there, and I just stare at the paper, just open mouth, just sitting, I gotta write more.
These are my poetry books over here. After the first line, I know what the rest of the poem is, every time. And I don't know why. It's gonna be a really, really hard competition. But I'm excited for it though. I'm ready.
Okay, so what do you see?
Pay attention.
What are these?
Actually, they're roots. They're roots.
Every time you guys have an idea, you're planting a seed. What has been happening is we get all these ideas every time we come together, but they only get so far. Everybody starts with something new, something new, something new. Not a series of progression into a full poem, which was to be your Stockton poem. It irritated me. We don't do shit that isn't dope.
This is getting real now.
All right, a day in the life in Stockton. Getting pulled over.
They are arresting me for an outstanding warrant for a seatbelt ticket.
Am I gonna be on funny videos? No.
It's difficult to write a poem on something you let pass by every day. We know the unemployment out here is bad. We just look past it. It's like actually acknowledging it. It is harder to write. You're never broke enough. You're never hurt enough. They need to see you break to help you.
Spit a piece of data, break it up, another piece of data.
Which I don't get. Why not help you before you break? You're one of 31 filed for bankruptcy. The banks have corrupted your credit. See,
I lived in Stockton all my life, and it's never been this bad. I had a lot of temptations to be in a blood gang and a Crip gang. But every time I turned it down, like, the gang life, that's not for me. A friend of mine named Reggie died in a fatal car accident. Shortly after that, 2 more of my close friends, Bo and Vic, passed away. I called 2 of the people that died last year my brother.
These are poems I can tell you personally need to write. This isn't some shit that's gonna happen in a matter of 2 weeks or in 2 days in a workshop. This is something that you seriously need to process.
From his workshops, I could tell that I was barely scratching the surface.
it's tomorrow. The All City Slam is tomorrow. That's why I'm nervous.
Very, very nervous. But I mean, what poet isn't nervous for all city competition for 5 poets to get to Chicago? Like, I'm nervous, but like anxious nervous.
I'm chilling. I'm cool.
And like, I actually get to open up verbally instead of physically.
Reckless is gonna have his come to Jesus moment. He's counting on charm to get him scores that I don't think his writing is yet going to get him.
Without you, like, I wouldn't be able to have these opportunities that I've been presented with. And I want to thank you for that because it's freaking awesome.
Don't bring no simple shit to the slam. Okay, overall presentation and connection to the audience. They're there to support you.
Not enough, not pretty enough, not smart enough, not good enough.
You call me names. Each name you call me was another slice in my arm.
like balloons without the sugar, the shoulder. The murder rate. It's better than being on drugs. Like it's like I don't know. It's like a totally different experience. It's like my whole body's like da da da, and I can't like stop shaking. How you doing, man?
Good. You nervous? Come on, girl. Give me a hug.
I lost my poetry book. I know.
This is bueno.
Throw the papers to the stage,
We flow.
Agents,
You know.
What's your swag?
Let's go. We're gonna rock this mic till they feel it. We're gonna rock this mic till they feel it. We're gonna rock this mic till they feel it. Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na.
Are you nervous? All right, you guys, give it up for yourselves. We're all about to do something crazy today. I want everyone to clap it up as loud as you possibly can.
Y'all may not know your mom, your dad, or your brother, or your sister, but I seen our obituaries on the news.
Then I tried to fight the pain. Then I claimed what I say.
Na 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 na.
Jada, what's up? Yeah.
I ran into myself the other day. It wasn't how I expected it to be, because when I ran into me, it was like I could see the meat in me, raw, bloody, and beaten. I was suddenly translucent. I could be loose around myself. I didn't know how much of a wall I put up towards others. This wall will never move me forward because walls don't budge.
If I make it to the next round, I'll try my best.
If you spit a poem that is like something about some crazy ass shit that went down, your scores are gonna go up. I just want to be Grand Slam champion. That's all I wanted.
Scars all over my body. Shoes there, and there. And sparkles everywhere.
When I spit, I'll be that dope-ass MC that everybody wanna be.
If Reckless does not make it, I can't even tell you what's gonna happen because I don't believe that.
.209, Killer Cali, Murder Valley, Stockton. It's dangerous up in here. The murder rate is a murder race in here. 71 deaths and still counting. So I will chase my drink of beer. Cloud up the room, I will dank it up in here. The cracks in my path on my hometown stomping ground. This crack is whack, but easily found like egg rolls in Chinatown. These pigs are bacon bound, slashed from 441 to 329. And with a cut to the pay, our protectors turn into piggy banks. Just trying to fill their quota, praying that they roll up on stoners, cause real goons will pop cops like a balloon without the shrug of the shoulder. It's these drugs, desensitizing the young mind, dependent on trying to find a new high, depressed when they've reached so far and they've yet to meet hands with the light. It seems they're scurrying towards the clouds in the sky, like speed racer on the Autobahn, and I bet somewhere there's a tiger missing an eye, but just relax, cause that's why your life flashes before your eyes when you die. So while you're here, open your ears, and welcome to Stockton.
Give it up one more time for everyone else who went up today. Phenomenal work. I love poetry, and poetry loves you. Mama T.
Please clap it up for every poet that graced this stage tonight. I can say, a poet that wanted this so bad, took every note that I gave him. Please welcome
Corey.
And the last member of the Slam team
That we want to take to Chicago with us. Represent Stockton at the Brave New Voices competition will be Jada.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2013 Stockton National Slam Team. Thank you for coming.
As much as faith as I had in myself, I was just, I fear for like all the other poets. They're all, everybody's dope.
I'm excited, but I know we're about to struggle.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be something else. Yep.
I do think that there's beauty in Stockton. I think it's because of the creative community that's here, struggling with no resources, less money, and doing it anyway. And I think it's because of the kids that are here. That's the lost generation. They're in this amazing transitional space, quite convinced that they know every damn thing, but they're also willing to hear what could possibly be next.
We all struggle in the same ways because we're youth. The Stockton poem really taught me a lot about things I wouldn't normally look at. I don't mind telling my story because it could help somebody. I want to be a pilot, so I'm going to the Air Force.
I need to realize that I'm not the best at everything, but I can be, and that is what I need to work on. I guess I have a journalistic side because I do enjoy writing, but facts and statistics are not always good because nobody never really wants to know the truth about how bad their city is.
No matter how many facts I read about how bad this city is, I'm never gonna think of it anything more than like it's my home. Take a step back and look at it and try to fix it. I wanna be like a poet / journalist / activist. Because I want to like change the world, you know?
There's a lot that's not going to be talked about unless we talk about it ourselves. We have to be documentarians for our community.
Being pregnant hasn't changed my future goals. Everything's earned. Unless you're like Will Smith's daughter or something.